Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. Time for this week's feature segment. A pleasure to welcome in the Executive Secretary of the Pennsylvania Horse Breeders Association, Brian Sanfratello. Brian, thank you for joining us and welcome to the program today. Earlier this year, Governor Wolf made an announcement in his budget speech that he was going to raid the Horse Racing Development Fund of over $200 million. Not good news. Since that happened, what is your perspective about what's going on in Harrisburg?
Well, I have met and members of the stakeholders have met with many legislators. There's a lot of misinformation going around in Harrisburg. I think the governor's been misinformed about some of the items that he's speaking on. One of them is the fact that money's going out of state. That's not true. The money is staying in Pennsylvania. Approximately 90% of all the money is reinvested in Pennsylvania. That's where the horse is located. All of the training bills, the feed, the hay, the workers, etc., is based in Pennsylvania. It's tough to get that across to people, because when I say, well, there's it's all rich people that are taking the money. Again, that's not true. Most of my breeders are not rich. They're mom and pop small businesses, and I don't think the state is worried about Amazon coming in and taking money out of the state. Why? Because they're providing jobs. They're providing pensions, health care to workers, and that's exactly what we're doing through our small farms that we have across the state.
Brian, it is your breeding season right now. Have you noticed any reluctance from the breeders to do their business here in Pennsylvania?
Yes. Some of the people that were going to come in to breed have said, well, we want to see how this goes first. The breeders are always hit because of the fact that the budget speech comes out a couple days before breeding season starts. Most of our people have been real supportive and are going to breed in Pennsylvania.
Brian, you thought a couple of years ago you finally had solved the problem, and then all of a sudden this came up out of nowhere. How surprised were you that this was in the budget?
We were definitely surprised. It's really when we put the trust together in 2017 that Governor Wolf signed, by the way. We figured that the money is fairly safe, and it is, and we do believe that. But it's funny because you'll hear from Secretary Redding, well, we've given the racehorse industry and breeding $3 billion since Act 71 went into place in 2004. They haven't given us a nickel. That's not their money, and it says that right in the trust. The money does not belong to the Commonwealth, and they have no rights to that money. So that's another misnomer that's been going around.
It's the casino money that, by law, because everybody knew horse racing was going to be impacted by the casinos, goes to the Horse Racing Development Fund. That's what people seem to not understand.
Right, exactly. And do you actually think that the state would be giving us their money?
No.
In fact, it's been the opposite.
Right.
Since 2009. They've taken $380 million from the Racehorse Development Fund. So again, when you tell people that and you explain it to them and you read the wording within the Racehorse Trust, it makes it perfectly clear.
Brian, I'm sure you and the breeders and the executives are all making sure that misinformation becomes real information to the people in Harrisburg, and we thank you for your help in getting this over the hump and continuing forward here with the sport in the Commonwealth. Thanks for joining us, and again, good luck with it.
Thanks for having me.